Hello, I'm Johnny Massacre, and welcome to my Blade Runner dystopia. So, I'm talking to you today to capitalize off the banning of the YouTuber called Sophie, let's be honest, or Soph, sorry, I should say. The very controversial right-wing teenager, she's about 13 or 14 years old, who rose to prominence for saying the most unpolitically correct stuff possible. She got banned for making a video on Islam, and she re-uploaded it and had to edit out like some of the bits in order to get her channel like reinstated. But now she's been banned again, and I cannot see any news on this anywhere online. So if I go onto Google, which is, God, I just hate using this website, and I search for Soph banned, nothing is coming up at all. There's only things coming up from her previous banning, which was in May 2019. So it's, yeah, what can I say? So what got her banned exactly? What was it that got her banned? Well, Soph made a video about homosexuality and about Pride Month, and it was one of the most unpolitically correct things I've ever seen in my life. But at the same time, I don't know. I mean, who is it that gets to decide what I can and cannot see? Do you think I can't handle seeing a 13-year-old girl, albeit a rather intelligent 13-year-old girl? She has probably about triple the IQ of me. Just talk some shit and just say what she wants. You think I can't handle that? You know what I mean? I mean, there's much worse things out there to be protected from. Just a few words. I hate the way that Google does this. And the thing is, let's just say for a moment, let's play devil's advocate. Let's just say Sophie is a raging homophobe. By banning her, it's only going to drive more ideological people over to that side. And they're going to say, well, look, if Google are banning this person, then I'm just going to go to their side. But anyways, do I think she's a homophobe? I don't think so. She's just a super evil genius, irreverent kid. And if I can work out how to fucking show you my desktop, then you might get to see it. So this is the video that got her banned. I dare not click on it because I'll get banned as well. But it's called Pride and Prejudice. And yeah, it was intense. The shocking thing was it did actually show some really disturbing stuff that people need to see. So it showed this little kid who was, he can't be more than 11 years old, twerking in front of all these men in a sexual manner. I mean, it's fucking gross. Imagine like 11-year-old girl twerking in front of a load of men and the men's going woo around it. That was on it. And I'm glad I saw the video before he got banned, because you need to see that shit's happening. How can that be normalized? That's fucking ridiculous. So that was in it. And then there was some video, there's some footage of a guy in leather chaps gyrating sexually while this little girl of about 6 was just looking on. So she was showing that stuff, which is quite interesting. And then she started to go into very dicey territory. She started saying, contemplating whether homosexuality was a disease and whatnot, and saying things along the lines of, yeah, well, just watch the video yourself because it's pretty intense. Pride and Prejudice. You can watch it on bitchute.com, bitchute.com. She's on there. Extremely, extremely intelligent girl, especially for a girl of that age. She's about 5 times as articulate as I am. It's gobsmacking to watch. I watched another one of her videos on BitChute where she was roasting Rice Gum. Is he a rapper or something? Anyways, I mean, some of the things she said cracked me the fuck up. She's pretty funny. And look, this is no worse than the things kids say in school on their lunch break. Come on, man. The point is, they shouldn't be banning shit like this. Google and YouTube shouldn't, but they've revealed themselves more than ever as censoring wankers. Just try to type in anything controversial on a search on Google, and it just doesn't come up. It doesn't come up at all. Go onto YouTube and type President Trump roasting reporters. Man, there used to be montage upon montage of that shit on YouTube, because that's all he does is roast reporters 24/7. You go on there and there's a few hit pieces on Trump saying Trump has fiery exchange with BBC journalist, and there's a bunch of CNN videos. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. YouTube is the most powerful website in the world behind Google. Both of them owned by the same company, and they're just controlling what people can say and what they can and can't say. And I was having this thought today that fucking terrified the shit out of me. Call me paranoid. Let me just hear me out. Right now, we already can't really say what we want to say. And how do I know this? Because I'm an artist. So the last music video I did, it was called Beastman Blitz. It bombed on YouTube. Hey, what can I say? You can't win them all. I never wanted to actually animate that video. I wanted to animate a different video. The video I animated, I think it had no lyrics, none of my lyrics in at all. The original video I wanted to animate was full of my lyrics, but the animator wouldn't animate it because they said it would be too controversial and people would get too upset. And so, why is that? It's because of the standard that Google and YouTube is laying down. So if you want to work with us, you want to be friendly with us, you have to adhere to our ideology. And basically everyone has to adhere to their ideology because everyone needs a YouTube, right? If you're an artist, you can't survive without one. And so I felt I saw the warning signs and heard the alarm bells very, very early on. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. Now, there's people like Mario Lopez, the guy who used to play AC Slater on Saved by the Bell. He's just been chastised by the media for saying that 3-year-olds should not be able to choose their gender. Wow, such a controversial thing. So you can't do that. But then I look at Soph's video and there's 3-year-olds looking at a guy in leather chaps, like gyrating his hips. That's okay. And so, look, it's the government's fault. There was some legislation passed like 5 years ago that basically gave Google and YouTube free rein to do whatever the fuck they want. And now they're abusing it. They're evil motherfuckers. They are selfish, hypocritical bigots who believe that what they think is best for everyone. It's kind of like the nurse in a horror movie in some horror hospital putting a serum in your arm to put you to sleep and saying, this is for the best. This is for the best. When you wake up, everything will be fine. Okay, Google, YouTube, just fucking indoctrinate me. That's where it's going. And it's just going to get worse. It's like a social currency system that's already in effect in China, where if you say the wrong thing, you can't upload a video. Soph's been banned now. Yeah, in the future, it's going to be you can't use your bank, you can't use your credit card. If you say a certain thing, our voices are being monitored all the time. In our PlayStation, in our phone. You've done it before. You've been talking about something with your mate, and then you get home later and you're bombarded with ads. Imagine there's going to be some retrospective punishment one day where everything you've ever said is taken into account, and then anyone who goes against the ideology will be punished for wrong thing. That's really where we're going. And the thing is, all the people on the left, they get away with murder. They do crazy shit and say crazy stuff. You look at some of the skits the Saturday Night Live comedy host did, all kinds of racist stuff. Like the Jimmy Kimmel did blackface, for fuck's sake. It's all right with him, but if any right-wingers or conservatives do it, get banned immediately, i.e. Sophie. And this is only going one way. I can't believe this is going unchecked for so long. Who the fuck are you, Google, to tell me what I can and cannot hear? Who the fuck are you? But this is not bipartisan. This isn't counterweighted by a left and a right side like we have, in the American Constitution. This is just a bunch of hardcore liberals controlling the flow of information all the way throughout the world. And that's epitomized by Sophie. Sophie's going to become a martyr for this free speech movement. But the thing is, mate, you're not on Google, you're not on YouTube, you're going to fade into irrelevance. Soph said in her video she doesn't care if that happens. She's got her hardcore fans on BitChute, but I mean, let's be honest, if you're not on YouTube and Google, where the fuck are you going to go? You're going to fade into obscurity. So that's my take on the banning of Soph. I just wanted to put that out there in case none of you knew about it yet. She's been banned. Maybe she'll be back up. She hasn't even said anything on Twitter. She's probably scrambling to work out what the fuck is going on. But yeah, there's still no news about this at all. Even on her Twitter, you can't see anything at all. Look at this. Soph, you can see the video, still from the video, some of her merch. And so look, if we go to YouTube and Soph, if I Google this, some of the SEO will still be there. I think one thing was there. Here it is. So look at this. Soph, child marriage is legal. If I click on this, video unavailable. This video is no longer available because the YouTube account associated with this video has been closed. So there you go. She was on 992,000 subscribers 8,000 short of the million. And there you go, she's been banned. What do you think about the banning of Soph? Do you think, yes, Johnny Massacre, this is absolutely right. She is a sexist, Islamophobic, homophobic bigot. Or do you think, yeah, Johnny, do you know what? I'm kind of on your side. It's just someone saying what they think. It's not exactly calling for a Holocaust. It might be very on the nose and very unpolitically correct, but there's nothing wrong with being able to hear what someone's going to say. I can choose who I listen to and who I don't. I'm mature enough to make up my own mind. I don't need some left-wing, shadowy controller to make up my mind for me. Leave your comments in the box below. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. I'm Johnny Massacre, and be beautiful.